So you said philosophy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So science, technology, society has to do with technology.
Really good.
So philosophy, sociology,
Right, I would-
tend to be the meta fields, focusing on that relationship.
I would assume so.
But grounded in science. Over to
Oh, GIS,
Yeah.
geography, the
geographical
yeah.
systems. Yeah.
And that's its own major here.
It's a minor.
Oh, it's a minor. Okay, I thought it was.
So there is geography is a major.
Are you Erin? I'm Deborah. I'm the one that keeps bothering you via email. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Perfect timing. You can catch your breath while he presents, and then we can get you set up. Okay. It's nice to meet you. No, I have not met you yet. I know your name from last semester, but yes, I really keep sending you the stretch algebra emails. You're not going to be able to participate this semester.
How many more is Jeremy?
I'm not sure. I'm taking a break before I
Okay, Thursday, 11 to 12. Okay.
Oh,
Once I get it.
all right.
I'm going to see what
Sure.
I can bring more.
I'm ready to get started.
Okay, got it. Okay, so you're just going to be out for this semester, or are you wanting to hop in still? I have to check with Barrett to see if it would be okay still as far into the semester.
Great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'll get my clock. I'll watch the second half. Oh, go ahead. Huh? Yeah, so I did my job's All right, everyone. We have Albert Fattal.
Yep.
Fattal, next up.
Hello, everybody. So today we have an exciting presentation on artificial intelligence and blockchain technologies, and how they relate to information systems. And a quick rundown on the presentation. We're going to be talking about the science aspect, the technology, and society aspect of AI and blockchain being integrated for the greater overall good of information systems. Hello, my name is Albert. You can find all of my research at albertfattal.com. I'm always so enthusiastic to talk about AI and now specifically blockchain as well, two emerging technologies that have been undergoing tremendous changes over the past 40, 50, 60 years with AI and perhaps 20 years with blockchain. The thesis of this research is two technologies, blockchain and artificial intelligence, have the potential to improve how we handle information. And what I'm trying to prove is the decentralization of organizational systems for, again, greater overall good. And I'd like to start off with a quote by Vitalik Buterin, which is the co-founder of Ethereum, which is a blockchain system. And he says, whereas most technologies tend to automate workers on the periphery of doing menial tasks, blockchain automate away the driver, there it is, away the center. Instead of putting the taxi driver out of a job, blockchain puts Uber out of the job and lets taxi drivers work with customers directly. And we've probably been seeing this throughout an extended amount of time where large corporations are slowly being decentralized. Initially starting out with cab drivers, taxi companies, then subcategorizing into Uber, and now ultimately, or perhaps towards an ultimate goal of individualizing every single position because of the advent of blockchain technology. Now, the technology background, this is the T and STS tools used to do things effectively, efficiently, that involve know-how, which is artificial intelligence and blockchain. Now, we'll begin with talking a little bit about artificial intelligence. So with artificial intelligence, we're essentially trying to recreate human knowledge through an AI agent, a non-organic intelligent agent, right? So increased human intelligence. makes life easier by aggregating information. A lot of the times, having the ability or wanting to do a lot of complex things are not wanted, in fact. They are definitely not wanted. They may be either too complex or too arduous to really go into. And in addition to that, we have tools used for having higher accuracy of predicting future outcomes, right? So one of the major issues that a lot of people do within a job is human error. That comes rampant within many different types of jobs. Human error, whether it's tolerance in aerospace, medical industries, and I know that NASA had a couple of human errors which cost millions of dollars, and if we have the ability through artificial intelligence, through algorithms that are checking and double checking to reduce human error, that would create more fair systems for everybody. Less cost, that would create less cost, right? Wasted costs are no longer an issue. And we'll go ahead and talk about blockchain. What applications have you guys heard of that use blockchain? What concepts, what ideas do you guys know of that involves blockchain?
Cryptocurrency?
That's right, cryptocurrencies. That's absolutely right. I got a lollipop for you. Pretty good.
Oh.
You're welcome. That's a great answer. In fact, whenever I ask that question, that's the very first answer that I always get, is cryptocurrency. But I need to make a distinction between cryptocurrency versus blockchain. These are totally different ideas, whereas cryptocurrency is a monetary concept. Blockchain is a fundamental platform that can be utilized amongst many various types of industries and technologies, definitely including financial systems, and in addition to that, contracting systems, right? So what a blockchain is a secure contract that's fundamentally proven through cryptography, through mathematical algorithms that are very difficult to decipher. Now, an illustration of blockchain. Let me see if I can get this up. Let's see. Fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about how can the supply chain management be used with blockchain and artificial intelligence, right? So let's say we have a hen farm. And makes a couple of eggs here, but we need to transfer these eggs to the end supplier, which could be Ralph's, right? Now, how do we go ahead and do this so that it is safely being transferred so that Ralph's absolutely knows that these eggs are not tainted, they are not spoiled, and they are in great quality? We do that through the blockchain and IoT. So with the blockchain, we secure a contract on these hens, these eggs, going through. It'll go through a truck, right? It's being transported in this truck right here. And let's say this truck, the refrigeration unit ended up failing on the truck, which means that the eggs now become spoiled. So then the end goal right here, bring it to Ralph's, they receive terrible eggs, rotten eggs, eggs that are dangerous to people, right? So with blockchain technologies and using IoT, it can then alert the end user, which would be Ralph's right here, that the eggs have gone bad. And then they can contact the distributor and say, hey, we no longer want these eggs. Let's have another shipment out. Right now, there really isn't a way to have direct access unless the company owns the entire supply chain management system. If they own the entire thing without subsidiaries or vendors, then it's likely that this can go unintended. So let's bring this down now. So this is essentially what we did right here. We have smart contracts, and throughout these contracts, the end vendor, which theoretically would be Ralph's here, would understand exactly what's happening with the product that they're receiving. Now, let's talk about literature review with that, one of them being the Techno-Human Condition. And this is by Allenby and Sarowitz, and they have a fantastic idea of 3 levels of technology. Technology level 1, 2, and 3. Right, so we'll start with the beginning. Level number 1, right on the top. A level 1 technology is a technology in its core essence, a technology like artificial intelligence without a system. A level 2 technology would be one that has an entire complex network that's being supported by the level 1 technology. So let's say, let's see, a computer. Let's use the computer. That would be a level 1 technology. And the internet and Facebook and Instagram, these are all level 2 technologies that are based on the computer. And then we have level 3 technologies. Technologies that are a little bit too complex to really understand what's happening. We can't foresee, it's not flow chartable. We don't know what's happening in the future. They do have detrimental effects on environmental networks and systems. And let's now talk about the science background. This is the S and STS, where we focus on data. I'm going to focus on data science, information. There's natural data, human knowledge, and wisdom. And how does that relate to artificial intelligence and information systems? Data science is the accumulation of a tremendous amount of information. And information such as plants, where they thrive, animal migration, and below that we have human knowledge, the generation and accumulation of information created by humans, and ultimately wisdom. Wisdom is bringing it all together, making sense out of it. This is where artificial intelligence becomes a vital role into this. Some arguments for the thesis that I have are goals of making sense of information and distributing it fairly, right? So the point of artificial intelligence and blockchain technology is to create information systems that are distributed fairly amongst everything. I do have one more minute, so let's see. We're going to skip through that. We'll go to objective reasoning. It would require a major redesign of systems. These are reasons against it. Why would a company, in fact a small to medium-sized company, redesign their whole network to accommodate to future technologies? There's financial benefits to it, right? The system works now, so why change it? So although it works now, when quantum computers become